Rick and Marty Lagina, brothers, are working on a 228-year-old treasure mystery on Oak Island. They are currently working on reconstructing the garden shaft, an 80-foot-deep, decayed wooden structure that may be connected to the original money pit. The material is backfilled clay, but the team believes they have good reason to believe it is connected to the original money pit. Wood samples from the shaft have been dated to 1735, and water testing within it has revealed high trace evidence of gold. Marty Lagina is particularly interested in seeing what's at the bottom of the shaft, hoping to drill horizontally and vertically once they get down 50, 60 feet. They have also built lateral tunnels to allow members of the team to search for evidence of treasure. The team will be using the Inuktitut Spectrum 120 high-definition camera to monitor the operation, which features a 360-degree pan lens and is designed to operate in low-light conditions. The camera also has visual enhancement capabilities, such as high-powered zoom function. The team is hopeful that there may be treasure at the bottom of the garden shaft, but they want to get underground and exploit the opportunities that the shaft represents. Rick Lagina, along with Roger, is excited about the prospect of finding the tunnel from the garden shaft and the potential for further exploration. In the money pit area, the team is working on a new set of tools to help them find the tunnel. They are using a hammer grab to break through the clay and install another 2 sets of tools. The team is also working on a new hammer to break through the clay and create a tunnel that could lead to the discovery of the original money pit. In conclusion, the team is working on a 228-year-old treasure mystery on Oak Island, with the hope of finding the tunnel at the bottom of the garden shaft. They are using various tools and technologies to explore the area and uncover the hidden treasures. Island Operations Manager Scott Barlow and Rick Lagina are about to embark on a journey to solve the Oak Island mystery. They are transforming the search engine by going underground, which is a moment they will remember for the rest of their lives. The reconstruction of the garden shaft has reached a depth of 44 feet, and after completing safety training, they will head down to explore the money pit area. Rick is excited to go underground in the money pit, where many people have experienced the same experience. He believes that life is all about shared experiences, and the legacy of those who have come before them is being carried by them. Lagina believes that Oak Island is a wonderful story, and the people who have come before them are now being carried by them. As they go underground, they are amazed by the originality of the set that they are installing. They see how history would have been preserved without cranes, a testament to their will and desire. The shaft represents the possibility of furthering our understanding of the money pit and the potential treasures hidden within it. The journey to the money pit is an emotional experience for Lagina, who believes that life is all about shared experience and that the legacy of those who have come before them is being carried by them. The work they are doing is amazing, but the preservation of history is what truly amazes them. The story revolves around a group of people who are searching for answers to the Oak Island mystery. They believe that there is a will to their enterprise, and they are excited about the potential for other works in the area, such as offset chambers and the tunnel at the 95-foot mark. They are expecting to get some answers about what happened here. Rick Lagina, a treasure hunter, finds a large wooden stake at the northern point of the swamp on property belonging to Fred Nolan's family. The stake is hacked and axe-cut, but it is not sawed. In 1969, Fred Nolan, a land surveyor by trade, discovered several uniform lines of wooden stakes carbon-dated to the 1500s. These stakes were believed to be evidence of centuries-old survey markers used to plot out the boundaries in a massive construction project. Gary Davison was informed by both Fred and Tom that there were 4 or 5 cuts on each stake, which led them to the conclusion that Oak Island was formerly comprised of 2 islands that were intentionally connected together by the triangle-shaped swamp. After pulling one up together, Dan and Fred chopped off the tip, and then they sent it out to be carbon-dated separately. With a margin of error of 85 years, the carbon date was determined to be 1575. The discovery of a survey stake is significant because it provides evidence that the marsh was built in the first place. A member of the team named Marty Lagina discovers one of the survey stakes and is astonished by both its appearance and its age because of its appearance. She has an interest in the stake, but she is not particularly enthusiastic about it. However, she is fascinated by the way the stake has been preserved and how it has decayed. The narrative sheds emphasis on the significance of discovering things such as these, which have the potential to offer solutions to the mysteries that surround the swamp and the people who live there. Rick Lagina and his crew are currently conducting an investigation into the enigmatic triangle-shaped swamp that is located on Oak Island. Their goal is to find new evidence that the swamp was created by humans. Given that they have access to Fred Nolan's land, it is possible that they will be able to collect other significant clues. With the help of his team, Rick is currently digging a shaft in order to ascertain the boundaries of the paved area, which they have discovered to be a collection of rocks. In spite of the fact that the paved area was not discovered until relatively recently, it is very suggestive of the fact that it contains information or hintings. Given that the water is rushing in at such a rapid rate, it is reasonable to assume that the water would have been gone if the paved area had continued here and he had reached it. This is because the region is open work and would have been a natural aquifer. The finding of the paved area comes as a surprise to the team, but it does not provide any answers to the questions of who, why, or how things came to be. As anticipated, the paved section has turned out to be a more difficult puzzle. Rick, along with the rest of his team, is thrilled about the discovery and the possibility of conducting additional research. As Rick and his family are traveling through New York, Rick finds out that his close friend, Zena Halpern, who was also a researcher and author, has passed away. She had left him the products of her life's work, which included a great trove of books and records that appear to connect the Oak Island mystery to events of the Knights Templar as far back as the 12th century. She had given these things to him. Rick is overjoyed to learn that the job she has been doing throughout her life will continue since she doesn't want it to end. One of the things that was discovered is a copy of the Cremona record, which is a deposition that was taken by an English Templar knight. This document detailed a journey to the New World that lasted for a year and was called Onteora. It is because of this that Rick's mother is conducting her studies. In conclusion, Rick, Marty, and the rest of the crew are looking for further proof that the swamp was created by humans, and they are working toward making a significant breakthrough. In addition, they are enthusiastic about the possibility of conducting additional study and making discoveries on Oak Island. Rick makes a discovery of a copy of the Cremona record, which is a compilation of maps and journal passages that are said to have been written by Ralph de Soudely, a Templar knight who lived in the 12th century. More than 3 centuries before Christopher Columbus made his first arrival in North America, the manuscript details de Soudely's travel to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, as well as a Templar mission to the New World in the year 1178. The individual who is speaking is of the opinion that the Cremona paper is pertinent and accurate, and they suggest the establishment of a study center in order to collect information and commit to solving the Oak Island mystery. The speaker is of the opinion that Zena's legacy is being cared for in a responsible manner on Oak Island, and the concept of a research center is fitting at this time because it will require some investigation to differentiate between fact and fiction. In order to ensure that they differentiate between fact and fiction and continue to investigate the mystery of Oak Island, the speaker emphasizes the need of the team continuing their investigation and following up on the research efforts.